Today, clean cut manga reaction. Clean cut. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Clean Cut Manga Reactions. I'm your host, Jan Michael, and today we are doing Tower of God. So last episode, we had the introduction of Lady Yuri and Evan Edrock. There's a little banter going on between Evan Edrock and Lady Yuri about whether or not to show themselves while observing this new irregular who is Bam. Eden is still like up to no good, and she's kind of like, I feel like he's is like a mastermind and trying to mastermind this whole situation with Bam. Basically, he tricked Lady Yuri into lending him the Black March. So the Black March, which thankfully we know this now instead of later, is this really amazing needle that's used for poking and stabbing, and it's made by some famous blacksmith who bonds living things with a sword or something. She said it was like half alive. I think that were the words exactly. But yeah, so Bam is entering the cage with the steel eel. Hopefully, with all this new stuff, he will be able to pop the ball and move up to the next floor. So yeah, let's begin. All right, in the darkness, she was my star. Oh, he's talking about, this is Bam talking about Rachel. She taught me how to speak, told me about the outside world, taught me the warmth of humans, and gave me a reason to live. Oh, it's long-haired Bam. Since my birth, I had been trapped in darkness. I have never laid down under the night sky before. But when she joined my darkness, the sky above. Oh, that's a really cool drawing. Man, I love these colors. Became as beautiful, a beautiful night sky. Of course, after that really nice scene, they threw you into the cage with the steel eel. So dirty, but pretty good writing. All right, so the steel eel's attacking. Bam blocks, opens his eyes. That's really cool. You might die, Lady Yuri says in a flashback to him. I don't mind, Bam thinks to himself. Bam clenches his sword. For me, there's something worse than death. Oh snap, he's determined. Tower of God, issue 3. All right, so we see the ball in the distance, and wow, what a size. What a scale. What a size comparison when we see the scale that Bam is compared to the white eel. He's like a little tiny chicken nugget. Although I agreed to let him go, there seems to be no chance he'll beat this test. This steel eel looks pretty cute. Hey, Mr. A-Rank Guide, got any good ideas on how he can win? Lady Yuri says. Evan Edrock's silence. Honestly, the difference in strength is too deep. You can only hope for a miracle. Phew. You think so too, huh? Lady Yuri says. Evan Edrock looks super determined. Interesting way to draw his eyes. Actually, there is one way he can win, Evan Edrock thinks to himself. The only way that boy can pass this test. Ooh. The steel eel is like really hungry. And just looking at Bam, there's an overwhelming difference in the power between the two. Of course, the boy will avoid fighting the eel. He will try to escape from it and go directly to pop the ball. But that is impossible. In that high concentration of Shinsu, the eel is extremely fast. The boy can't escape from it inside the Shinsu. If he wants to win, he shouldn't try to escape. The only way to pass this test is to fight the eel instead. Of course, he can't fight the eel face to face. He could never beat the eel that way. For the hungry eel, the boy is not an enemy. He's just a little snack. As long as he doesn't resist, the eel will unhesitatingly swallow him whole. And that's his chance to strike. After the eel defenselessly swallows the boy with poised accuracy, the boy must stab the eel's tongue with the Black March. Other weapons might not work, but with the Black March, the boy can do considerable damage and knock out the eel for a while. And the eel is in pain. He can run past the test, pop the ball and drop it, and pop it. If he can do that, he can pass the test and go on to the next level. But I can't reveal this path to the boy. Guides can only show paths to those who can walk the path. But this boy cannot walk the path, and so he will eventually fail. Well, actually, no one can do it. Only the insane can actually do something that crazy. That's why I didn't tell him. Rather than letting him die with false hope, it is better for him to be saved by Lady Yuri after running 4 hours and realizing his limit. Now, run. Discover your limit and weakness, and give up your quest up the tower. That's the only way you can survive. The eel gets closer. Bam stares. The eel opens his mouth. Evan Edenrock thinks to himself, he's not running away? Lady Yuri says, What's wrong with him? Why is he just standing there? What is he doing? Hey, new boy, what are you doing? Evan Edenrock thinks, what? Run! Run away and get to the ball, you idiot! Why isn't he running away? Lady Yuri says, what are you doing? Evan Edenrock says, has he frozen in fear? Actually, he says to himself, he's thinking that. Someone screams, hey, new boy, run! No, it's not that he... Are you nuts? Hey, you! Somebody's trembling. He's trying to get inside the eel. Bam grasps his sword. Did he know the path to win? Is he able to walk that path? The eel eats him. Evan Edenrock, confused. Lady Yuri as well. He's been eaten? Gosh, has he gone mad? Damn, I have to get him out. No, my lady, don't go. That's the answer. What? That is the answer. What? What kind of bullshit is that? How is getting eaten the answer? Huh? Oh, these eyes are sweet. That's not it. What's not it? Look here. Bam stabs his tongue. The eel releases him. He made it out? He stabbed it. From inside? Yes. He must face the eel without struggling. That is the only way to pass this test. But in order to do that, he needs enormous courage, determination, and judgment. That's what this test is about. Right, Mr. Eden? That's a generous assessment, Mr. Eden says. Lady Yuri says, Evan, why didn't you tell him about this path from the start? Evan Edenrock replies, it doesn't really help, usually. He thinks to himself, most of the time, even if they can think of the path, they can't follow through with it. Courage and determination aren't so easy to come by. Courage and bravery come from exhaustive training. Bam runs towards the ball and tries to stab it. But what he has is nothing like courage or bravery. He attempts to stab. The fear of losing the one he's looking for, he stabs the ball, is swallowing his other fears. He's out of his mind, that boy. Everybody looks at him. The ball doesn't break. Nothing happens. Bam confused. It didn't pop. Lady Yuri says, What's wrong with it? Hey, Eden, what's wrong with the ball? Why won't it pop? Eden says, who knows? Who knows, Lady Yuri says? Are you nuts? A ball that doesn't pop from the Black March? Even I haven't seen one of those. Eden thinks, well, maybe it's really well made. I totally messed up on that delivery. He smiles. Tower of God. Oh, okay. That was pretty interesting. So we did not get all that self-talk dialogue from Evan Edenrock in the manga. I mean, in the anime, which I kind of enjoyed this way a little better because it was almost like he was doubting him and then he surprised everybody, which the same kind of product happened in the anime, but I like this delivery. But this issue kind of showed a lot about what a guide's kind of like role is. Like, I guess the guide's role is to guide them up the tower. That was a given one, but also to show them the path to pass the test. So basically they're the ones that lead the animals to water and hope that they drink. So it was pretty cool to see like Bam go into the Shinsu, follow his plan like exactly, and try to attempt to break the ball, but nothing happened. Of course, like Hiden's scheming, right? Like you saw him grin at the end. He's definitely scheming. He does not want Bam to go up the tower. At least that's what that's what we as the audience should think right now. So yeah, pretty good issue. My thoughts so far on the manhwa are pretty positive. I like, even though the art kind of feels like, when you look at the art, it looks almost completely different from the anime. I do like the art in the anime, but I like the colors here in the manhwa. I'm excited for the next issue. I can't wait to see what happens. Kind of like after this test, I want to see what kind of dialogues that Kun has here in the manhwa that aren't in the anime, because they did cut a lot of things out. And yeah, I'm excited for the next issue. So with that being said, comment down below. Let me know if you guys kind of notice these differences when you watch the anime, or if you watch the anime and are coming to this channel, if you were kind of surprised with all this additional dialogue. But other than that, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.